Hello and welcome to this week's tarot reading for all earth signs. I hope this finds you well. I trust you'll use your own intuition as your primary instrument of resonance. Leave behind what does not reverberate. Tarot does not tell the future. The only thing that determines your future is how you react, reflect, and respond to the messages herein. In front of me, I have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. I have the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the 11th house. And the first thing that kind of came to my mind when I drew these cards was that there's some sort of planting going on, seedlings, putting things in the ground, and that could be, actual gardening, or it could be, planting your crop to harvest later on in the year. And 11th house is the house of networks. It's the house of desires, and I just see here there's some sort of party or like social gatherings that you really want to partake in with other people. And this could have this could be after some sort of loss as well, with the Five of Cups here. Maybe you're changing friendship groups, or you're changing countries, or you're changing cities, and you have to kind of mourn your old friends, or mourn relationships that you had that are not going to be the same. Of course, you can still keep in contact with them. That's that Two of Cups behind you, and realizing, I can still keep in contact if I make that effort and they make that effort. But definitely some sort of journey with the Fool here, and realizing that, I'm just expanding my experience, I'm expanding my network, and I really want to get into knowing people, knowing different people, getting out there, becoming less and less of a hermit and more of someone who's involved in social gatherings. And all of these cards here, the 11th house, the house of desires, the house of friendships, the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands, they're all very extravagant types of cards of celebration, of friendship, of homecoming. And that's maybe part of it as well, is that you realize, I'm moving and I'm leaving these people behind, but when I come back, it'll be more sweet, it'll be even better, because we'll have 10 times as much fun as what we used to, because we have to cram so much into a small amount of time before I have to leave again, or before somebody else has to leave. This could be about you, it could be about someone in your life who's leaving town, or moving away, or something like that, and you're just realizing or reminiscing on all the good times that you had together with that Five of Cups here. And then you're looking forward to when they come back, you're looking forward to when you see them again, and it gives you even more incentive to go venturing yourself, especially if they're the one that's leaving, the Fool there, and just going, I never thought or wanted to go to this place, but now that my friend's there, I have someone that I know, and it's not so scary, and I can go adventuring and have a good time there, and know that I have a connection there, and I can do that. And the Page of Pentacles, or the Princess of Pentacles, the Echoing Hills. So that kind of brings to mind, when you go out and you go cooey, and it's sometimes it's just your own echo that you hear, and then sometimes it's someone across the way that cooeys back at you, and you're just like, wow, like for them to hear that, or them to be there, and to reciprocate that. Actually, I had that kind of happen to me a few weeks ago underneath the full moon. And when I used to live out in the mountain, which is funny, the Echoing Hills there, when I used to live out in the mountain, on a full moon, I would always lean out my window and, howl at the moon like a dog, and it would just set off all the dogs around the area. And sometimes, I would hear people, doing it back, or kids or something doing it back. But since moving to the city, I don't really do that. But I was sitting in the park underneath the full moon, not this one, but the one, I think 2 full moons before, and I was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden these guys went past and they were all howling at the moon, and so I howled back, and then they started howling more, and it was just so funny. And I was like, oh goodness, like there's people here that have the same sort of fun about them, or the same sort of expression that I have, and I'm not so far removed from where I once was. There was that connection there to a place that I used to be. So yeah, just finding that connection in small things, finding that connection in other people, and knowing that you can share these experiences, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here and the Princess of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. They're both holding a pentacle in their hand. They're both holding something material in their hand, and they're giving it, or they're about to give it. And that can be an experience, it could be a memory, something very solid to you, something of incredible value. And I don't just mean like monetary value, I mean something valuable to your self, valuable to your identity. Like I said, it could be a memory, it could be anything like that. And you can choose who you share that with, and choose who you continue that on with as well. If it was a tradition and the tradition has kind of stopped because you've moved away, or that friend's moved away, or whatever it is, you can continue the tradition with new people. It's okay. And the more people that you get involved, the more it becomes an actual, a thing. And then maybe you'll take over the world with your tradition, and that would be quite funny. So yeah, the 11th house, definitely communicating with people that you haven't communicated with before. It's the house of Aquarius, so there's some quirkiness there, and maybe that's the quirkiness of yourself, where you're going, ooh, I don't really fit in here, because I'm just testing the waters. I don't know who these people are or anything, and you can have some fun with it, especially if you're moving to a new place. You don't have to be the person that you used to be. You can express yourself in different ways, or those sorts of things. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for listening. Bye.